Wikipedia, but I actually covered Cam Newton at Auburn.
Oh, I remember.
And I was actually quite aware of why he left the University of Florida. You might call Urban Meyer. He'll be happy to tell you that Cam Newton, because he told me, is the worst guy he has ever dealt with in his college career. Now, that's saying a great deal considering some of the 30 for 30s have been done on a few of his other players. But I just wanted to make that point. Urban likes to whitewash history with the best of them. But the point being that Cam Newton got kicked off the team, as you know. He went to Blaine Junior College. He only played one meaningful year. And on the final play of Cam Newton's career, Gene Chizik told me this, by the way, the former Auburn coach. He told Cam Newton to take a knee in the national championship game. Cam Newton decided to be Superman and tried to dive over the pile against Oregon, and he failed, nearly fumbling the ball, and they had to kick a field goal to win the national championship. I bring up all this ancient history. Cam Newton was selfish. Tim Tebow was the consummate team player. He led that team to a national championship on his own. He participated in 2006 with Chris Leak.
All right.
Okay, Paul. I'm going to take the high road on this. After great counsel amongst my team. But, boy, let me tell you.
Great count. Great prayer.
It's hard for me to believe, Paul. It's hard for me to believe. I mean hard for me to believe that you like me. It's evident. It's written all over your tone. It's written all over your words. It's written all over the way you explain and give examples referring to Cam Newton. So much so that I had to also think like, how you start talking about Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, Reggie Bush? Don't worry about it. But it was a mouthful that he said in regards to that little snippet that I saw. The real reason why he left University of Florida, and this is the thing that I found mighty kind of strange, like, Paul, the source is identified. Do you really think I was the worst player that Urban Meyer has ever dealt with? Your words, not mine. And normally, Paul, my guy, I really appreciate what you have been for the multitude of fans. You are, for people who don't know Paul Finebaum, Paul Finebaum is the Wooge, the Adam Schefter of college football, okay? And for him to say these things in reference to me is almost like a slap in my face. And to think about this way, and look how far we've come. Normally, a Paul Finebaum could say this, and guess what? I couldn't say anything about it.
You wouldn't have a platform.
I wouldn't have a platform.
Where we at now?
But Paul, I'm going to take the high road. But what I really want to tell you, my member of the media brother, you're lying. And stop it.
You've been lying.
Please. Because that slander, that mud that you're throwing, the old me would have had other words and other retaliation tactics. The worst that Urban Meyer has ever dealt with. Now, Urban Meyer was a coach that was at Ohio State, a coach that was at the University of Florida, coach at University of Utah. For me to be the worst that he's ever dealt with, we all know that that's a lie. Okay, Paul. The real reason why he got kicked off the team, well, tell the people. They're like, well, what you going to say? Because I stole a laptop? That's not true, because Urban Meyer would tell you. I had to transfer. While Tim Tebow was there, I wasn't going to play, Paul. So I had to go and transfer. Now, did certain things happen? Yes, but don't let that speculation cloud your judgment of why I had to leave.
That wasn't your reason to leave me.
Yes. Did it happen while I was there? Yes. But the reason why I left is because of the reason why I went there in the first place. I went there to play football.
You did not get kicked out.
I did not get kicked off the team, Paul. Normally, I would have had to take that pie to the face or that rib shot or that sucker punch. But nah, now members of the media look like a bunch of brothers and sisters that have been in the locker room and can speak their truth. I like where I'm at, Peggy.
Come on, keep it rolling.
Now, even with that, don't downplay my little one meaningful year. Because what I did in 365 days, Paul, I may have to remind you, I did more than your favorite player did in 4 years. Whoever your favorite player is. I'm not whatever. Now, your words, not mine. And just so we all know, when you talk to Gene Chizik, it is true, right? As a leader of a team, you're forced and have the opportunity to make certain decisions. Paul, you've been an avid, person to talk about the greatness, and I will second the greatness of a Nick Saban. I will second the greatness of a Kirby Smart. I will second the greatness of coaches that have come into these leagues and made their impact for years to come, even going back all the way to Bear Bryant. And any coach would tell you, including the great coaches that we have in this game now, Deion Sanders, as well as the Dabo Swinney's, the Kirby Smarts, the Coach Days, they would tell you that the great teams that they've coached were led not by coaches, but players. So going back to your last moment when you said that it was told to me to take a knee on the 1 yard line, when I had a discussion with my teammates and they said, Cam, if you can sneak it, sneak it. Okay, cool. But to add in nearly fumble, I didn't jump over the top. Paul. It was probably the pretense to what we call now the tush push. It didn't work. We still had a timeout. So what, you gonna get mad at a person who has took on this responsibility to be a team leader and a team captain and to also counsel with other players like, hey, bro, what we want to do? Maybe we want to try it. Okay, cool, we're going to try it. And that's what happened. But don't lead with the narrative that Cam was hard to deal with and Cam was a very selfish player. Don't do that, Paul. Come on, Paul. It's me, your humble servant and a member of the media just like you. And hopefully ESPN come holler at me again, and we'll be constituents. We'll be peers. Paulie. This is me, Cam. Paulie. A member of the media just like you, bro. So please keep in mind, don't start nothing with me because I'm not going to always take the high road like this. I appreciate what you've done and impacted to the college football world, but also respect and understand what I also brought to the table for the college football. Thank you.
Can we proceed to give them what they need?
Next clip.
Oh, thank you.